Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a couple of things. I got two locks for my bike that I'm going to be bringing along with me whenever I travel. One is a wheel lock, and then another one is an audible alarm you put on the brake disc, I think it is. And we're changing out this windscreen right here. I do not like it. I actually have some spray paint, and we're going to spray paint it a black satin because it's just going to look better. So first thing I have to do is take this off, then I have to clean it, and then I will be spray painting it. So hopefully it'll make the bike look a little bit better. I hate that like very light gray look. So my husband got me all the things that I need right over here, and we're just gonna get started. All right, it's taken off. Looks all naked up top here. And now I just have to clean this because there's bugs on it, dead bugs on it. So I have to wipe this down, get a nice clean surface, and then I will be able to put my spray paint on here. All right, guys, so this is clean. This is the name brand, in case you guys were wondering and want to know, for the Kawasaki Z400. Shook this for a minute, and now we are going to paint it and see how it comes out. Alright guys, we're gonna give that some time to dry, and while we're giving it some time to dry, I actually wanted to talk about some locks that I got for the bike, because as you guys know, I go to the gym and it's left out there in the parking lot, the gym parking lot, and I need some kind of protection, if not for my own peace of mind. I know that this bike is light enough that people could probably pick it up. You need about maybe like 2, 3, maybe like 3, 4 guys. This is about 400 pounds. 400 plus wet, and I have two different locks. I have a disc brake lock, and I also have a wheel well lock. I'm gonna put those two. The disc is gonna go on the front of the bike, and the wheel is gonna go in the back. So at least it makes it a little harder for somebody to try to just roll out with my bike. They can't do that, and it's gonna set off two different alarms, because the wheel lock also has an audible sound that activates if it's moved after I set it. So it's gonna have two different alarms going on. So at least that's the hope, that it draws attention to the bike, and whoever's trying to take my bike, somebody will at least call police or approach them or something. They'll get scared off. That's the idea. And if they pick it up and put it in the back of a truck or the back of a van, at least it's noticeable, because like, why are they doing that? If they're the bike owners, they should be able to just take the locks off, right? In theory. So I'm gonna run with you right now the different locks that I have. I'll also link in the description, so you guys could get it if you happen to like it yourself. And they're just gonna be put in my book bag. Whenever I'm on the bike, I'm usually carrying a book bag because I don't have any like storage on my actual bike, and the locks don't weigh too much. The wheel lock probably weighs a couple pounds. I'll say maybe about like 2 pounds, like 1.5 pounds or something like that. It's kind of hefty, but it's nothing that'll break my back. It's not like the chains, so that's why I do like it, and it's audible. So let's run through right here what I got. Alright guys, my thing didn't come with instructions, so I had no idea how to use it. So I had to look on YouTube, of course, YouTube University, and figure out what to do. So I think he said, just push this out here. Yeah. So this is to be kept inside my pouch. And that's for like the battery or anything like that. Nice. Okay, but it does the job for right here. So where could I put this? Maybe I'll put it around here like that. Nice. All right, so you give it a couple seconds, I guess, let it sit. All right. I like it. Definitely something easy. Something easy that I could just pack in my backpack while I'm going to the gym. And it's an extra something, right? Hopefully it'll make heads turn when I'm not near my bike, and maybe somebody will call the cops, or at least it'll scare some people off because they won't know who's the bike owner, right? All right, this is the next one that I got, and it is a little bit heavier. As you can see, that's the name. And it's just an Amazon lock that I got. And this is what it looks like. It's supposed to be an Audible alarm as well, and waterproof, and it had good reviews, so that's why I got it. All right, guys, so I just took this out the case, read up on what needs to be done. So when you get this alarm, you have to unlock it. Once you unlock it, on the inside here is a, let me see if you guys can see that, is a little button, right? A little on and off button. You have to hit that button right here, and then you'll hear a beep. And then you'll know that the alarm is being set. And then you have a couple seconds to be able to get it to exactly where you want it to be, and then walk away from it. And it has the same loud, audible sound coming off as the disc brake. I just don't want it to scratch up the actual like rim of my tire over here, and I can't get the key out. So I'm gonna put it in the spoke. I mean, it does the same thing. It essentially will make it harder for somebody to try to ride away, because it's not gonna be you're not gonna be able to with this big ass thing in the spoke of your the rim. So again, you have to turn on the button. So I'm pushing it. You hear the alarm. Now it's set. All right, so that's pretty much what I would do for my bike. I will have this one right here on the wheel well area, the other one on the other brake disc. So if somebody wanted to take it, they can't just wheel out with it, right? Because that's going to be on one wheel, and then this is going to be on the other. So if somebody wants to roll out with it, it's going to be pretty hard, because if it's your bike, you would just take everything off, right? So I would hope that people would be smart enough to know that they're trying to steal my bike. The other thing is, you could come with a van, a pickup truck, and you could pick up my bike. It's not that heavy. I think it's about 400 some odd pounds, maybe a little more fully wet. So they could do that, but this tries to make it a little harder. I'm also thinking about getting a trackable GPS. I'm obviously not going to tell YouTube where I'm going to put it, but I probably will be putting one on my bike so I could track it as well. But just so you guys can hear what this alarm sounds like, and it turns off with the key, so. So it took a little long for it to sound, but it is sounding. So, and it's pretty loud. And then you turn it off by hitting that button. and then I'll throw it in my book bag. Now, this is heavier than I thought it would be, but that makes me feel pretty good because if somebody wanted to cut this, it's gonna be obvious and it's gonna take some seconds, right? So again, hopefully somebody would notice it in that interim and call the police. So it comes with 3 sets of keys, and it comes with this what do you call this? The Allen wrench, and it looks like a Phillip head. And I think that's for the battery. Yeah, actually right over here. You change the battery. I think right over there. So I think these are good investments. And I like that I have them. So I'm gonna make sure that I have a couple extra keys on me. Keep 1 extra key at the house just in case I lose the other one. I still have backup. So I'm gonna keep this in here too. This is all my safety stuff. All right, so let's check on my cap. All right guys, so I let this dry for a little bit. I don't know how much time it needs, but I think it's pretty good to be able to snap back on. I like it. Can't wait to see what it looks like on. So I am going to screw this bad boy back on, and then we're gonna see what it finally looks like. All right guys, here is the final reveal. Look at this sexy beast. Man, I'm so hype. Wow, look at you, girl. Look at you, girl. Like you got your hair done. Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Such a good clean look. It looks so much better. I like that I went with the satin. It goes perfectly. Yep, so much better. Look at you, girl. Look at you, girl. Oh man, I love it. You sexy beast. You sexy beast. So now I could do some photos with this bike. I didn't want to do anything because I thought it was so corny that it had like a light see-through gray windshield. I love the way like the Yamahas look, of course the BMWs and things like that. This one is a little more narrow and wide, you know, like the other sports bike. It more like it domes around and fits perfectly. This isn't that. It's a naked bike. My handlebars are different. They stick out more than, you know, the traditional sport bikes like the Ninjas. They're more inward. Mine are out here, which is fine. But I needed it to look a little meaner, like, you know, like have some attitude, girl. So I like the way this looks. Now I could take some like really dope pictures with it. I thought I wanted like a shorter one because some of the Z400s, they have them where they cut off like right here, but it's not much wind protection, and I think I'd rather have the wind protection than the aesthetic look. So I like it a lot. Just got to clean up the handlebars, and the mirror has bug juice on it. But like I said, I am the second owner. The previous owner, I think it was an older gentleman, and he didn't care so much about looks, more of functionality, and it just makes sense based on like the things that he got. He got the sliders right over here put on it. He got the handlebar grip wind guards, and then he got this. Sorry, I got distracted. A bike. Then he got the windscreen, but didn't really paint it. But this looks so nice. I'm so hype. I am so hype that this came out so good. Wow. And now I have the locks that I need for it, and we're ready to go. We're ready to rock. Let's get a POV of how it would look getting on the bike. Yeah. Definitely. This is it. I don't need to look through this. I'm not tucking and fighting no wind. This is it. All right, mayhem. Let's go, girl. Can't wait to take this baby out. Woo! Well, if you guys been with me thus far, thank you for rolling with me. Thank you for doing a little cosmetic fix and seeing the disc locks that I got. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to get it on Amazon. But it's been fun. See you later. Peace.